Waking up with purpose rather than pressure is one of the most powerful shifts a woman can make in her life. It may sound simple, but it's revolutionary. Too often, our mornings begin in a state of urgency, alarms blaring, phones buzzing, messages waiting, tasks piling up before our feet even touch the floor. We're reacting before we're even fully awake. That's not a morning routine. That's survival mode and hive. You women don't just survive, they lead, they create, they set the tone, not just for their day, but for their life. When you wake up with purpose, you reclaim the first and most sacred part of your day. It becomes an act of power, not pressure. It's the difference between jumping out of bed in a frenzy and rising with calm, deliberate energy. Purpose doesn't require perfection. You don't need to wake up at 5 a.m. to be a woman of intention, but you do need to start your morning as if you matter, because you do. Let's be real. Life can be chaotic. Deadlines, family, careers, social expectations, they all compete for your attention. But the world only gets the best of you when you get the best of you first. And that starts in the moment your eyes open. So ask yourself, what am I waking up for? What is pulling me forward today? Is it anxiety or is it alignment? You woman doesn't roll out of bed and immediately absorb the noise of the world. She doesn't let Instagram, emails, or the news hijack her state of mind. She starts from asterisk within asterisk. Maybe she breathes in silence. Maybe she says a prayer. Maybe she places her hand on her heart and whispers, "I'm grateful to be alive." That's purpose. It's not about rituals that look impressive. It's about rituals that feel true. Waking up with purpose means creating emotional space before the chaos begins. It means connecting to something bigger than your to-do list. It could be your faith, your goals, your healing journey, or your family. Purpose gives direction. It anchors your choices and strengthens your confidence. It reminds you why you're doing what you're doing, even on the hard days. Now, I'm not going to lie and say it's always easy. Some mornings, purpose feels distant. You feel exhausted, disconnected, or just over it, and that's okay. Even in those moments, purpose can be quiet. It might not roar, but it can whisper. It can say, "Get up, one step at a time. Show up for yourself today." You see, waking up with purpose isn't about having it all figured out. It's about choosing to try asterisk. It's about aligning your first moments with your highest values. Think of your morning like the foundation of a house. If you lay it with peace, intention, and care, the rest of your day will have something solid to stand on. But if it's built in haste and stress, everything that follows feels shaky. One powerful way to wake up with purpose is to set a morning intention the night before. It's a simple practice. Before you go to sleep, ask yourself, how do I want to feel tomorrow morning? Calm, focused, energized, loved. Write it down. When you wake up, remind yourself of that feeling. Let it guide your first few minutes. Over time, your body and mind begin to follow that energy naturally. Another practical way to reclaim your morning is to resist the urge to reach for your phone. The first 10-15 minutes of your day are your golden window. Guard it. Instead of scrolling, stretch. Instead of consuming, breathe. Instead of comparing, reflect. That time is sacred. It's the only part of your day that hasn't yet been touched by anyone else's expectations. And remember, purpose is personal. No two women will define it the same way. For one woman, purpose might be building a business. For another, it's nurturing her children. For someone else, it's healing from trauma or learning to love herself again. All are valid, all are worthy. What matters is that it means something to you, not to Instagram, not to your friends, not to society, you. There's also a beauty in slowness. You don't need to jump out of bed in full productivity mode. Purpose can be gentle. Sip your tea slowly, sit in stillness, let the light in. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is not rush . In those quiet moments, your intuition speaks, your heart aligns. You remember who you are before the world tells you who you should be, and that's the secret. Waking up with purpose isn't about controlling the entire day. It's about owning the first part of it. It's the way a hive, you woman honors her energy. She knows her power doesn't come from how much she does, but how deeply she connects to what she does. She rises not just from sleep, but into intention. So tomorrow morning, don't just wake up to your alarm. Wake up to your asterisk reason asterisk, whether it's love, legacy, growth, or peace. Let that be your guide. You're not just here to exist, you're here to asterisk live on purpose. Asterisk, and it all begins before the sun even rises. You're not behind, you're becoming, and that's more than enough. Moving your body is not just about fitness. It's about energy. It's about alignment. It's about stepping into your day with presence, vitality, and intention. When you wake up and choose to move your body, you are sending a powerful signal to your mind and soul. Asterisk, I'm here, I'm awake, I'm ready. Asterisk, a hive. You woman understands that her body is not an ornament. It's a vessel. It holds her wisdom, her power, her stress, her dreams. Every emotion she carries, every thought she wrestles with, lives somewhere in her body. That's why movement is so essential, not for the sake of appearance, but for the release, the flow, the rebalancing it creates within her. You don't have to be a fitness model. You don't have to commit to 90 min at boot camps or train like an athlete. Moving your body doesn't have to be punishment. It should be asterisk pleasure asterisk. It should feel like a homecoming, like you're returning to yourself after a night's rest. Whether it's 10 minutes of stretching in your pajamas, dancing barefoot in your living room, or taking a walk in the morning light, the goal is to shift your energy, to wake up your spirit, to breathe new life into your system. Because here's the truth, energy is everything, and when your energy is stuck, your life feels stuck. When your body is stagnant, your thoughts become heavy, your creativity slows down, your mood starts to dip. But when you move, even in small, gentle ways, something unlocks. You feel clearer, lighter, more confident. It's not just your heart rate that rises. Your asterisk frequency asterisk rises too. The high, you woman knows that her physical body is deeply connected to her emotional state. That's why she doesn't wait for motivation to move. She uses movement asterisk to create asterisk motivation. On days when she feels low or overwhelmed, she doesn't judge herself. She doesn't force a punishing workout. She listens. She asks, what kind of movement do I need today? Maybe it's strength. Maybe it's softness. But she always finds a way to move because she knows it's a pathway back to herself. Some mornings, all you might have energy for is a slow stretch with your eyes half open. That's enough. Other days you might feel like running, doing yoga, or going to the gym. That's beautiful too. There's no single way to move your body. What matters is that you're asterisk moving energy asterisk. You're honoring the rhythm of your being. You're refusing to let the weight of yesterday stay stuck in your muscles. Movement is also a powerful tool for embodiment. It reminds you that you are not just a mind, an overthinking, overworking machine. You are a body, you are breath, you are rhythm, you are alive, and when you begin your day in that state of awareness, everything changes. You speak differently, you walk into rooms with presence, you sit taller. You look people in the eye, you claim your space, not with arrogance, but with deep, grounded confidence. There's also a beautiful connection between movement and feminine energy. So often, women are told to shrink, to be still, to hold everything in. But the feminine is flow, it's sensuality, it's expression. So when you dance, sway, roll your shoulders, or circle your hips, you're not just moving. You're reclaiming. You're tapping into a primal, ancient intelligence that lives in your body. It's not about being seen by others. It's about being fully felt by asterisk yourself. Asterisk, and don't forget the breath. When you move your body, your breath deepens, your lungs expand, your nervous system calms. You come out of fight or flight and into rest, connection, clarity. You become more aware of your surroundings, more responsive rather than reactive. That's the gift of movement. It puts you back in the driver's seat of your own experience. It's also a form of self-respect. When you make time to move your body, even for just 5 minutes, you are saying, I matter, my well-being matters, my energy matters. You're prioritizing yourself before you give yourself to the world. That shift, though subtle, is profound, because when you give from a place of fullness, you don't burn out, you expand, and let's not underestimate the emotional release that comes with movement. There are days when you'll carry sadness in your chest, anxiety in your stomach, tension in your shoulders. You can talk about it, journal about it, meditate on it, but sometimes what you really need is to move it out. Cry while you stretch, laugh while you dance, sigh while you walk. Let it move through you. Your body is wise. It knows how to process what your mind can't always articulate. Movement is also how we connect to joy. Not performative joy, but real, raw, unfiltered joy. That kind of joy that bubbles up when your favorite song plays and your body just knows what to do. No choreography, no routine, just freedom. That's healing. That's magnetic, that's you energy. So tomorrow morning, before you check your emails or scroll through notifications, give yourself the gift of movement. Don't think of it as another task. Think of it as a conversation with your body. A reset, a rising. Step into your day not just physically, but energetically. Don't just go through the motions, move through them, You deserve to feel alive. You deserve to feel powerful in your own skin. And you deserve to start your day in a way that honors your body, your emotions, and your energy. Move like the woman you're becoming. She's already inside you, waiting for you to meet her in motion. Mindful nourishment is more than just eating healthy. It's a form of self-respect, a deep act of presence, and a ritual of tuning into your body's needs instead of numbing, rushing, or ignoring them. It's about being conscious of not only what you consume, but how and why you consume it. For a high-value woman, nourishment is not a diet plan or a restriction game. It's a relationship, a partnership with her body rooted in care, intention, and wisdom. Every morning we have a choice. We can either throw something together in a rush, barely tasting it as we scroll through our phones, or we can pause, slow down, and ask ourselves, what does my body need to feel energized, grounded, and cared for today? That one question can shift everything. A lot of people associate food with guilt, shame, or control. We've been conditioned to categorize foods as good or bad, and we often eat based on rules rather than rhythms. But mindful nourishment isn't about rules. It's about awareness. It's about coming back to the body and saying, I'm listening, I want to support you. It's about recognizing that food is not just fuel, it's communication. It sends messages to every part of you, and the way you approach it sets the tone for how you treat yourself the rest of the day. Think about it. If the first thing you put into your body is caffeine and chaos, your body gets the signal that survival mode has begun. But if you start with hydration, a warm tea, a balanced breakfast, or even just 5 minutes of peaceful eating, your system softens, your nervous system calms, your body feels safe, and when your body feels safe, it performs better. Your digestion improves, your mental clarity sharpens, your mood stabilizes. You begin your day with the message, I am nourished, I am worthy of care. Mindful nourishment is also about slowing down. We live in a culture that praises hustle and multitasking, but eating should never be another item to check off a to-do list. Your meals deserve your full attention. Even if you're just having a simple bowl of fruit or toast, let that moment be sacred. Sit down, breathe, taste each bite, feel the textures, listen to what your body is telling you. Are you full? Are you still hungry? Are you eating because you're bored or because your body truly craves fuel? This practice builds trust between you and your body, and that trust is priceless. When you honor your hunger with kindness, not judgment, you begin to dismantle the old narratives of lack and punishment. You stop seeing food as the enemy and start seeing it as a source of life, beauty, and strength. And that shift in mindset doesn't just change how you eat, it changes how you show up in every area of your life. Mindful nourishment also includes hydration. So many of us wake up and immediately reach for caffeine, bypassing the simple magic of water. But your body has gone hours without fluids while you slept. The first thing it needs is to rehydrate. A tall glass of water in the morning isn't just refreshing. It signals to your entire system that you're taking care of your inner environment. Add lemon, cucumber, mint, whatever helps you connect to the act. Let it feel like a ritual, not a task. And of course, nourishment goes beyond the physical. It's also about what you feed your mind and soul. What are you consuming on social media in the morning? What kind of conversations are you having with yourself as you eat? What music or content are you listening to while you prepare your meals? All of this is nourishment. It either expands your energy or drains it. You woman curates what she allows in. She knows that what she consumes, on every level, creates her internal reality. Another key element of mindful nourishment is preparation. When you take time to prepare your food, even in small, simple ways, you're infusing it with your energy. You're saying, I am worth the time it takes to nourish myself well. This could mean meal prepping on a Sunday or just chopping some fruit the night before. It doesn't have to be fancy or Instagram worthy. It just has to feel intentional. There's also space in mindful nourishment for pleasure. Food is meant to be enjoyed. Denying yourself joy at the table only creates more tension in your relationship with eating. Savor that piece of dark chocolate. Delight in your favorite breakfast smoothie. Eat with gratitude, not guilt. That is nourishment, that is power, that is balance, and perhaps the most transformative part of this journey is learning to trust your intuition. Your body knows what it needs. Some mornings it wants something grounding, like oats or eggs. Other days, something light and fresh. And yes, some mornings it might want something indulgent. Listen, respond with care. Your body is not working against you. It's speaking to you, and when you begin to treat your meals as moments of connection rather than transactions, everything changes. So as you step into your day, remember, nourishment isn't a chore, it's a choice. A declaration, a daily practice of self-respect. The more mindfully you nourish yourself, the more deeply you anchor into your worth. You stop outsourcing your energy to quick fixes and start building your vitality from within. Because you woman doesn't eat to fill a void. She eats to fuel her vision. She feeds her body with the same love, clarity, and intention that she pours into everything else she touches. And that kind of energy, that's unforgettable. Mirror talk is more than a motivational practice. It's a sacred conversation between you and the most important woman in your life, before the world projects its expectations, opinions, and pressures onto you. You have the power to speak to yourself, to remind yourself who you are, to look into your own eyes and say, I see you, I believe in you, I love you. That kind of intentional dialogue isn't vanity, it's validation. And you woman knows that self-affirmation is not optional, it's essential. Every day, we wake up and face a world that tries to define us before we've even left the house. Social media shows us curated perfection. Work demands our constant output. Family, friends, and strangers all have something to say. If you don't speak to yourself first, the world will write your narrative for you, and that narrative might not reflect your truth. It might not honor your power, your growth, or your softness. That's why mirror talk matters. Because it gives the first word. Standing in front of a mirror, really looking at yourself, is one of the most vulnerable and powerful things you can do. It's not about checking your appearance. It's about meeting yourself where you are tired, glowing, anxious, radiant, messy, strong, and choosing to be kind, choosing to be encouraging, choosing to be real. Some mornings you'll love what you see. Other days you'll struggle. That's okay. Mirror talk is not about pretending everything's perfect. It's about being present with yourself, especially when it's hard. The tone you use with yourself in the morning sets the emotional tone for the rest of your day. If you start with criticism, comparison, or anxiety, you carry that energy with you. But if you begin with words of affirmation, words that uplift, ground, and support you, you walk out of your house already validated. Already seen, already rooted. That's the power of mirror talk. It protects you from seeking approval in places that can't give it to you. You woman doesn't wait for someone else to remind her she's beautiful, capable, and worthy. She tells herself, she claims it, she looks herself in the mirror and says, you've been through a lot, and you're still standing, you're growing every day, you deserve peace, you are enough. These aren't just words. They're reminders, anchors, emotional armor, and the more you speak them, the more your subconscious believes them, the more your body aligns with them, the more your life reflects them. Mirror talk can be short and sweet, or deep and emotional. There's no script. You don't have to sound like a self-help book. Just be honest, be kind. Talk to yourself like you would talk to a friend who's trying her best. Tell her you're proud of her. Thank her for showing up. Encourage her to take that risk, have that conversation, rest if she needs to. Speak the words you need to hear, because no one knows what those are better than you do. Some women cry during mirror talk. Others smile. Some struggle to say anything at all in the beginning. That's okay. If your voice trembles, let it. If your eyes fill with tears, let them. That's healing. That's courage. That's you breaking old patterns of self-neglect and replacing them with presence. Over time, it gets easier. The words flow more naturally. The connection deepens, and suddenly you're not just getting ready in the morning. You're grounding yourself. You're reclaiming yourself. There's also something powerful about *eye contact* with yourself. Really look into your eyes when you speak. It might feel awkward at first. You might want to look away, but stay with yourself. Stay with the discomfort. On the other side of that resistance is a deeper relationship with your own spirit. The woman looking back at you has dreams, pain, resilience, and a heart that's still beating. She's been with you through everything. She deserves your attention. Mirror talk is especially powerful on the days when you feel off center, when your confidence wavers, when imposter syndrome creeps in, when you're overwhelmed or unsure. Those are the days you need your own voice the most. That's when you lean into your reflection and say, "You've got this. I trust you. We're doing this together." It's not about pretending to be fearless. It's about reminding yourself that you don't have to be alone in your fears. Make mirror talk a part of your morning ritual. Even if it's just for 60 seconds, light a candle, play some music, look yourself in the eyes and speak life. Over time, those moments compound. They shape your posture, your voice, your decisions. You become more self-aware, more self-accepting, more self-led. And the beautiful thing is, no one can take that from you. You're no longer walking around seeking approval in glances, compliments, or external validation. You've already given it to yourself. You've already been seen by the only person who truly needs to see you, and that's the essence of a high-value woman. She doesn't wait for the world to tell her who she is. She tells the world, but before she does that, she tells herself. So tomorrow morning, before you check your phone, before you put on your makeup, before you get dressed, pause, stand in front of the mirror. Take a breath, look into your eyes and speak. Be kind, be honest, be bold. Because the woman looking back at you, she's listening. She's always been listening. Give her something powerful to hold on to before the world tries to make her forget. Protecting your peace is not a passive desire, it's a daily discipline. It doesn't just happen by chance. In a world that's loud, fast, and constantly demanding more from you, peace becomes a responsibility you take on with intention. And that responsibility starts with a plan. A high-value woman doesn't wake up hoping to stay centered. She creates a framework that supports her peace, no matter what chaos the day may bring. It begins with awareness. You have to know what threatens your peace before you can protect it. That means tuning in to the subtle signals your body and mind give you. Do certain people drain you? Does scrolling through your phone first thing in the morning trigger anxiety? Does your to-do list overwhelm you because it's unstructured or unrealistic? These aren't small things, they're clues. They show you where your boundaries are being crossed, where your energy is leaking, and where your life is calling for more clarity. Once you identify the disruptors, you get to design around them. You build a plan, a personal system that puts your well-being at the center of your day, and this doesn't mean you become rigid or robotic. It means you become intentional. You decide what gets your energy and what doesn't. You decide how your mornings begin, how your time is spent, and how your boundaries are honored. Peace is not about avoiding life. It's about designing a life that supports your nervous system instead of overwhelming it. The most grounded women don't have less on their plates. They have stronger filters. They've created a rhythm that honors their needs. They don't say yes to everything. They're not available to every text, call, or demand. They don't start their day reacting to the world. They start their day by checking in with themselves, with their goals, with their energy. That's what the plan is for. It's a structure that keeps them aligned when life tries to pull them in 20 directions. Creating a plan doesn't have to mean filling your calendar with back-to-back productivity. In fact, part of protecting your peace is making space within your plan for rest, breathing room, and joy. Time, block your priorities, yes, but also block time for stillness. Add a do not disturb window. Schedule a walk. Protect that morning coffee ritual. If it matters to your peace, it matters to your plan. Don't wait for life to slow down make space for slowness and a hive. You woman doesn't just plan her time, she plans her mindset. Before walking into meetings, conversations, or environments that may be draining, she checks in with herself. She asks, what do I need to feel grounded in this space? Maybe it's deep breaths, maybe it's setting a boundary. Maybe it's leaving early. She doesn't just react to energy, she manages it, because her peace is too sacred to be constantly shaken. You also protect your peace by saying no, clearly, calmly, and without guilt. Your time and energy are finite. You cannot be everywhere, do everything, or please everyone. You woman knows that a peaceful life is built on selectivity. She chooses her commitments wisely. She lets go of obligations that no longer serve her. She doesn't perform or overextend just to be liked. Her peace is more important than approval, and her plan reflects that. Even your digital life needs boundaries. Protecting your peace might mean deleting apps, unfollowing people who trigger comparison, or setting time limits on screen time. Your phone is a portal. It can either connect you to peace or disconnect you from it. A plan for digital boundaries is just as vital as a work schedule. Don't underestimate how much chaos can come from constant connectivity. Silence the noise. Curate your inputs. You are the gatekeeper of your attention. Another part of your plan should be recovery. Peace isn't just about avoiding stress, it's about knowing how to come back to center when stress is unavoidable. What rituals bring you back to yourself? Is it a bath, a walk, journaling, a voice note to a trusted friend? Build those into your day. Don't wait until you're burnt out. Reconnect with yourself regularly. Make it a non-negotiable, and yes, life will still throw curveballs. Even the best laid plans will get disrupted, but when you have a foundation, when you have habits and rituals and boundaries already in place, those curveballs don't hit you the same way. You have somewhere to return to. You don't fall apart, you recalibrate, you respond rather than react. That's what peace looks like in real life. It's not perfect, but it's protected. Planning for peace also means surrounding yourself with the right people. The ones who pour into you, not pull from you. The ones who respect your space and support your growth. A peaceful environment isn't just about silence. It's about safety, emotional, mental, and energetic safety. Choose relationships that align with that. If someone constantly disrupts your peace, it's not drama to address it. It's discipline. Ultimately, protecting your peace with a plan is about leadership. It's about not leaving your emotional state up to chance or circumstance. It's about choosing each day to show up for yourself in ways that honor your values, your energy, and your vision. That's the kind of woman who doesn't just survive her days. She shapes them. So don't wait for a breakdown to start valuing your peace. Build your systems now. Create your rituals. Guard your time. Respect your boundaries. Your peace is your power, and a woman who protects it with intention. She becomes unstoppable, not because life is easy, but because she is prepared. Every day is an opportunity to step into the woman you're becoming. One small action, one intentional choice, one moment of alignment with your highest self, it all adds up. The truth is, transformation doesn't arrive with grand gestures or perfect plans. It's born in the quiet consistency of doing one thing every day that your future self will thank you for. A high-value woman understands this deeply. She doesn't just dream of her future, she moves in alignment with it piece by piece. Doing one thing that aligns with your future self each day is about more than productivity. It's about identity. It's about asking asterisk, who am I becoming? Asterisk, and then making decisions that honor that version of you, even before the world sees her, even when the results aren't immediate, even when it's uncomfortable. Because you're not just trying to survive the day, you're building a legacy, a lifestyle, a sense of self that can hold everything you desire. Maybe your future self is healthy, strong, and energized. Then today, you drink the water, you go for that walk. You choose the nourishing food, not out of pressure or punishment, but out of love for who you're becoming. Maybe she's emotionally grounded and confident. Then today, you journal your thoughts, you meditate for 10 minutes, or you speak to yourself with kindness in the mirror. Maybe your future self is financially free. Then today, you save $10 instead of spending it impulsively. You study that skill, you send that email. It doesn't have to be big. In fact, it shouldn't be. Grand overhauls often lead to burnout, but small acts done with intention, those create momentum. When you focus on just one aligned action, it feels doable. You stop waiting for the perfect moment and you start living in alignment. That's where the magic begins, when you realize you don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to act in accordance with your vision today. There's power in consistency. When you show up for yourself daily, even in tiny ways, you build self, trust. You begin to believe your own voice. You realize that you're not at the mercy of motivation or mood. You're led by discipline, integrity, and vision. You're no longer swayed by distractions, trends, or the pressure to be everything for everyone. You are moving in a direction that's intentional, that's sacred, that's yours. One action a day may seem small, but it creates a powerful ripple. Think about compound interest. Tiny investments over time lead to exponential growth. The same applies here. One page of reading turns into a finished book. One conscious meal turns into a healthier body. One boundary leads to stronger self-respect. One workout builds endurance. One brave choice builds confidence. You are investing in her, that version of you who is already whole, powerful, and radiant. You're just catching up to her. This practice also keeps you grounded. When life feels overwhelming and the mountain of your goals seems too high to climb, doing one thing a day brings it back to the present. You don't need to leap to the top. You just need to take one step. That step might be messy, uncertain, or awkward, but it's forward, and that's what matters. Progress over perfection, movement over mental spirals, trust over timelines. Another key part of this journey is clarity. If you don't know who your future self is, how can you align with her? So take a moment, close your eyes, visualize her. How does she speak? How does she treat her body? What are her habits? How does she handle stress, setbacks, or success? What lights her up? The more vividly you see her, the easier it becomes to act like her. She isn't some distant fantasy. She's a version of you who already exists. You're just peeling away what no longer fits. And sometimes doing the one thing that aligns with her means making hard choices. Saying no to something that feels good now but won't serve you later. Letting go of a relationship, habit, or belief that keeps you small. It might mean discipline, it might mean discomfort, but that's the price of alignment, short-term resistance for long-term freedom. A high-value woman doesn't avoid discomfort, she understands its purpose. She walks through it with grace because she knows what she's walking toward. At the same time, alignment doesn't mean being rigid. It's not about perfection or obsession. It's about integrity. You're allowed to rest. You're allowed to evolve. Some days, the aligned action might be to push forward. Other days, it might be to pause, breathe, and protect your energy. That's alignment too, listening to your inner wisdom and honoring what's true for you in that moment. And remember, no one sees the behind. The scenes work right away. You might not get applause. You might not see results instantly. But the woman you're becoming, she feels it. She's watching every small choice you make. And every time you choose her, she gets stronger, clearer, louder. She begins to lead. So when you wake up tomorrow, don't pressure yourself to do everything. Just ask. Asterisk, what is one thing I can do today that aligns with the woman I am becoming? Asterisk, and do it, with intention, with presence, with love, because your future self isn't waiting for some magical day. She's waiting for you to meet her in the now, one choice at a time,